Have you ever sat back and wondered, should I stay in my home country or should I make the leap and move abroad? That is the question that I'm wrestling with right now. And that's the reason why I'm starting this channel. I want to figure that out. There's a lot of information, good and bad, out there. So I'm going to take the next 9 months or year and really figure out, should I go or should I stay? I'm not a travel vlogger. I'm not even all that familiar with YouTube or even really know how to do a YouTube channel. So I'm here to answer the real, sometimes uncomfortable question about should I go or should I stay? And I'm going to take you along with me every step of the journey and hopefully learn from some of your experiences. You can learn from my experiences, and we'll do this together step by step. So stay tuned. So here's my story. Maybe you can relate to this. I'm from the US originally, but I've done the expat thing before moving to Canada. I moved here in 2018. I was married at the time. My wife at the time was Canadian. So after a good deal of discussion, research, and then time, energy, and money in the Canadian immigration process, we decided to relocate to Ontario, Canada. Now, there's a lot of great things. It's very beautiful, major cities, Toronto, anything and everything that you could need, but with that come a lot of drawbacks. A lot of overcrowded cities, and the constant day-to-day hustle and bustle of everyday life. One of the factors that is contributing to my thought process, whether I should stay or go, I'm 41, but I'm a disabled U.S. veteran, so I have a disability pension. So from some preliminary research that I've seen, retiring in Southeast Asia at 41 with a disability pension may not be a bad thing. Now, there's a lot of things on the internet that are over-exaggerated, so that's what I need to find out. That's what I need to research. Over the next 6 to 12 months, I am going to be comparing several countries in Southeast Asia. Listed here are the currency conversions today in US dollar for 4 of them. I'm going to be calculating living expenses such as groceries, housing, everything needed to make a full life transition with your help and the help of expat interviews. The 4 countries that I'm beginning the research phase are the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand. Others may come, and some of those may get eliminated as we go through the research phase and my decision journals. There's a lot of information out there, not all of it reliable, and so we're on a fact-finding mission to make sure that this is going to be a good decision overall. I want to make sure that this is something that I can do long term, that is long term viable, that I don't just go there. And I'm a little skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. They say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So that's kind of where I'm at. So, yeah, is this the right time? Is this the right mental direction? Am I ready to make this leap? So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what's going to make this channel different. I'm gonna be doing deep dives. I'm a researcher. I'm an academic. I'm somebody that wants stability, wants to make sure that the decision that I make, that it's a lasting decision, that it's a good decision, a viable decision. I probably shouldn't have done this while walking, but it's such a beautiful day out, and like I said, here we are, first part of October. There's not many more beautiful days in Canada, so I wanted to get out and go for a little walk. Everybody has different reasons for thinking about moving abroad. Mine range from economic to family. So I'm going to learn as much as I can about these countries, the people, the culture, the languages, and bring it back to you. Everything from cost of living, from rent to eating out, and everything in between. My hope is that this will resonate with many of you, that this will help answer questions out there that you may have, and that we can grow a community and do this together, because it's a big decision, and this is something that you shouldn't do alone, and I hope that we can do this together. So, why does this matter? Well, it's not just about me. I want to make sure that, certainly I want to make sure that this is a good decision for me, for my life. I'm thinking about making a major change, but I know that there are many other people out there just like me, thinking about making this change, thinking about making this transition, but kind of like me, a little skeptical of looking at all the people that have already made the transition and saying, oh, it's so great, and so on, and this is my life now, and it's so great and wonderful, and everything's perfect. If you're ever wondering whether you could actually do it, let's have a conversation. I'm gonna reply to comments, emails, things like that, because I don't want to do this alone. It's a big decision. There's a lot to consider. I'm sure that I'm not going to think of everything that has to be considered. So I hope you'll help me. I hope that we can do this together, and that we can determine, if this is, a good decision. Should I go or should I stay? Make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on your notifications, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you.